Look at these. Get that, that rod's literally bent. You heard it not.
Kept going.
Proper Fast and Furious stuff. Which way have I gone, GG?
The wrong way.
Macca's. Nom nom. GG.
Jesus.
Straight on that camera, man.
Like what?
We said GG. How you doing?
Evening.
Good evening. But where we go? We're gonna get some
Nos.
Woo! Hopefully not to blow it up. I want to try and do a quarter mile time. Before we go, look at these absolute beauties that just turned up. My brand new, well, both of our brand new sets of biodynamic wireless headphones. Absolute beauties. 5 years later, man, they're very sick. I actually tried some out in the airport and they literally drowned out all the noise. Proper cool. Proper comfy to wear as well. We will be testing these bad boys out over the next few months, so we will report back with our findings. But yeah, initial impressions are they're pretty sick. Proper legit Monky products. Yay or nay, GG?
Definitely yay.
Massive, massive yay. 20 out of 10. Little.
Hello.
What did you just say about my vlog?
I said it smells like baby sick.
Why does it smell like baby sick?
Because you got a rotting banana in the back.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Right old monkey.
Yeah, as I mentioned before, we're going to go and see a really, really nice guy called Sam. I'm going to chuck Sam's Instagram down here. He's very kindly donating us 2 massive, well, they're pretty big.
They look pretty big.
Yeah, they're big as far as I can tell because I haven't used much NOS. He's going to let us use them for the Calibra project. Sam's got a really sick car as well.
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
Yeah, it's very sick. Do you want to quickly show the audience? That's the NOS. That is the UK's fastest Skoda Fabia VRS. And it did a quarter mile time of 11.5 seconds, which for a front wheel drive car is ridiculously quick. Mr. Sam is going to let us have a look around the car once we get there.
Up against a Audi R8, as you do. Cheeky bottle of NOS. With this kid helping him put it in.
Oh, that's cool, man. As you guys can probably tell, Sam is a bit of a NOS professional.
Yeah.
If the car doesn't die after Scouts and I have got our mitts on it, we might take it to Santa Pod and do a run what you brung.
I think you should.
And see what kind of time it can push.
Well, I've always got a stopwatch.
Oh yeah, there is that, yeah.
I could buy a fancy one if you want.
With like
I'll just stand at the
massive
end.
Casio. Oh yeah, let me know your predictions. What kind of quarter mile time do you think we can get out of the X20 with NOS and John? I'm going to predict 14s. I would say 13s, but I think there's more likelihood of throwing a drive shaft out the side than there is doing 13. Luckily Sam isn't a million miles away. And yeah, we'll see you guys down there in a bit. There's Sam, you alright geez? Nice to meet you. Car looks menacing. Let's go and have a quick look, man. For a start, thanks for seeing me so late as well.
Nice, cool.
Just run us through the specs quickly, because I was kind of saying to the audience that I don't really know much about the car.
At the moment, no spec.
Yeah, where's the engine?
In bits. Half of it's in the garden, half of it's indoors.
What happened to it?
Tried pumping 300 shot of NOS and 50 psi of boost, and he done about 15 runs, and that was it. Give up.
Crazy, man. And you're saying did 11.5 when it was running?
Yeah, and that was only with a smaller shot and less boost.
All stripped out inside. Oh yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? And a cage. Cage is definitely needed in this, man. Little Alcantara wheel. Like I said to you guys earlier, Sam's very kindly temporarily loaning us some NOS.
Did you need a? I've got a heater, I've got a gauge.
That, man.
So you can run full power.
What's the point with the heat?
You run the bottle to 950 psi with heat, and it runs maximum horsepower for the nitrous. If you just run the nitrous as it is cold, you're going to probably get about a quarter of the power out of it. So you want to heat it up to 950,000 psi max.
Mad, yeah.
You can run 900 to 1,000 psi maximum horsepower.
Okay.
If you just turn it, if I had something to block that and I turned it on, that would probably be at about 200. and that's going to be very weak.
I got you. Without heating, the Calibra will last
Yeah.
And then with heating, the Calibra's gone.
Yeah, heat up. I've put a wiring system on it, so you literally just have to go live and your negative on your battery if you just want to temporary heat it, just so you can get going with full power.
Crazy, man. We've got 3/4 in that one and half in that one.
Yeah, I'd say just under, mate.
You're an absolute star. Cheers for doing this, Sam.
No problem.
Just run us through the engine. Was it stock?
Yeah, complete stock block.
Stock piston, stock rods?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Sam.
These pistons are alright. My other pistons are indoors and now completely fucked.
Yeah, that rod's literally bent.
It smashed my oil pump a bit, destroyed the oil pump.
And why was this? Just stock engine, lots of NOS?
Yeah, just a bit too much.
Crazy, man.
That one we found in the sump.
What was the condition of the block? Literally obliterated.
Split from top to bottom. From literally where the cylinder head joins through the sump split. 2 holes big enough for your hands to go through in the front, 3 holes in the back.
And where was that? At Santa Pods?
Yeah. Just before the finish line, I heard it knock, so we just got back on the gas.
You heard it knock?
Kept going. Yeah, I heard 2 knocks and I just, fuck it, just keep going.
Yeah, man.
And then, we blew up under the finish line.
And you were saying this is fastest in the UK? Fastest Fabia VRS in the UK?
Yeah, we're running on full slicks.
Oh, you got full slicks, yeah, man.
So we can actually put power down.
They're actually the same rims I've got on my Escort, the Team Dynamics Pro Race.
Yeah,
1.2s, yeah. And then inside it's just all fully stripped, cage.
Yeah, just full of parts at the moment.
Yeah. If you guys look down there, Sam's also got some Perspex. Obviously at some point it's going to be replacing the glass. And then what about things like the gearbox, Sam?
I've got a fully rebuilt gearbox on it, fully strengthened and reinforced box.
And they can handle the power?
I've broke it twice. Gone back to a stock gearbox and my gearbox has been sweet. Ever since I went back to a stock box with stock faults, it's been absolutely fine. But the forge faults, I keep bending them.
You're sort of really pushing the limits.
Yeah, well we're pushing
and beyond.
300 shot of nitrous and 50 psi before we leave the line. Launching in first gear, the gearbox doesn't really like it.
No, and things like drive shafts?
Never broken a single shaft.
Really? What you like with the launches? I mean, we'll show a few little clips.
We launch out at 5800 RPM, which obviously on the diesel is stupid anyway, should only be revving to 44. Flat out 58, hold it, let the boost put up. It sits at about 25 psi on a normal boost, and then as soon as you hit the nitrous button, it just winds straight to 15 and we come off the line.
Fucking hell, man. And how much torque would you reckon? I mean, it's a huge amount, no doubt.
I would like to say, hopefully about 700 foot-pound, maybe more.
Crazy.
When the new engine goes, we've got a full custom engine going in.
All fully forged.
We're up in everything.
And what do these little things weigh?
1300 stock. I haven't weighed it. That's going to be next. Once I put the engine back in, I'm going to weigh it.
Yeah. I was going to say, even if it's like 1100 kilos, there's a power to weight on that. It's pretty impressive.
That's the aim.
Yeah.
Under a ton if I can. I just had custom pistons made with Jake, the other guy that you've done with the Silver Fabia.
Ah, yeah, the one we did before, yeah.
Yeah, my guy Tyrone at SR Tune, he's going to do the mapping on it again. I think we're going to go for slightly bigger turbo, full custom head, custom cam. We've got custom pistons, new rods, full custom bottom end. And yeah, we're going to just turn it all up. Still going to run about 50 psi, but we're going to go for 500.
I'd love to say just 50 psi.
Even on the stock turbo, you're running like 25 psi on a stock turbo anyway.
Yeah, it's kind of different kettle of fish with the diesel stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, big time.
Yeah. And you've got to tell us once it's all up and running, maybe you can take me down the strip in it and scare me.
Yeah, I'll leave a seat in for you, because at one point I'm going to be cutting that all out as well.
And it's all road legal, Sam?
Yeah, at the moment.
Relatively speaking.
Yeah, at the moment, the only thing that does let down is the bonnet exit exhaust, obviously.
It still looks sort of relatively sleepy. They do look quite menacing from the front, the old VRS.
We've got 2 solenoids here for the nitrous, but I'm going to add a third, so I can add another 200 shot, and these are only 150 each.
It's like some proper Fast and Furious stuff. Lift the seat up, NOS bottle, secret NOS bottle.
Yeah, steering wheel buttons, everything firing off the steering wheel, all Fast and Furious.
But NOS is cool, man. I mean, we only used a little shot last time, but it is pretty cool. No,
you'd be surprised. Just opening the bottle onto this line, the difference between a solenoid and just open line, but you need to get your pressure up.
Yeah.
Then you'll see your real power.
Is that basically heating it because the nitrous oxide is so cold? You're basically pressurising
it just expands and fills the bottle.
I got you, man. Yeah, it makes sense.
As soon as you connect that up, that's going to run. Within about 4 or 5 minutes heated up, that's going to be 1000 psi. Perfect. And there's a gauge so you can keep an eye on it anyway.
Yeah, that's cool, man. But, what's the diameter on this pipe here? Because I think
that's 5mm inside diameter.
That's 5mm. All right, because you were kind of saying the pipe we maybe use is maybe 2 or 3.
This blue line is only 2mm inside diameter, whereas this black line
is much bigger.
This time, if you heat it up, you're going to see massive power increase.
Cool. You were going to empty these anyway, weren't you?
Yeah, I actually cleaned my car out with one the other day just to get all of the dust and all the shit out. I just put a line on it and just blew all the vents, blew the dash, and just cleaned everything up.
Okay. Is that kind of quite a common thing in sort of NOS world to kind of replace the gas?
Yeah. I always replace my gas. Really, you should. You don't really want to mix old gas and then put new gas on top. And a lot of companies won't fill on top Like a F1 motor I've sent you to, he won't refill on top.
You've got to have an empty.
He will
clean
empty
bottle.
and he will put fresh.
Okay. Sam, you've been an absolute star, so you are going to be
worries.
responsible for the demise of the Calibra.
I hope so.
Nice to meet you, fella. All the best, man. Boys, love you, leave you.
Take it easy. Blow it up.
You can watch the demise. You can watch it on
blow it
on the
up.
next video.
One of our broken parts with your broken parts.
Alright, GG, a nice bunch of lads.
Yeah.
Sweet. So if I sound a little bit thick as well, asking all them questions about the NOS, but yeah, we don't really know. Well, I don't know much about it, so I thought it was best to get some intel. To be fair, they really are sort of pushing the boundaries on those cars. I'm surprised the engine lasts as long as it did.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool though. We now have some NOS. I sent a little message to Scouse as well, and he was pretty excited. In the next few days, I'll head down there, get the Calibra back out of the bushes, and we'll go for round 2. Time has come though to head back. I think we're going to go and buy a quick little bite to eat.
Yeah.
Cheeky little bit of Macca's.
Cheeky Maccas won't go amiss.
Right, job's a good one. Which way have I gone, GG?
The wrong way.
Macca's. Definitely those. Big Mac, baby. Gotta have an apple
No,
pie.
don't get pineapple still.
Do you want one? Nom nom.
What did you get? Where's yours?
Back in the old vlog. GG is the designated driver.
Get out of there.
So cold. Right, hopefully you guys enjoyed this cheeky little episode.
Very tricky.
Lots of excitement coming up with the Calibra. Fair dynamic, baby. Very nom nom. As always, bye from Big GG. Bye from TT. And yeah, see you guys soon. Bye.